Wednesday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today's mini training is going to be your holiday glow up guide because Christmas is around the corner, girl. It's in like what, 2 weeks, not even 2.5 weeks, and there's a lot going on, right? Like I feel like Thanksgiving was like so much, and now that Christmas is coming up, it's like a double whammy, and people are burnt out. Like I saw so many memes and like funny TikToks and stuff about people being like, dude, I haven't worked out in 2 weeks. I haven't had a vegetable in like 3 weeks. I had so much alcohol. Like I just feel so gross. And I feel like the winter uglies for me are starting, like they're trying to come in. And so we're going to prevent that. Okay. And I'm going to get you feeling snatched. I'm going to get you feeling so right, so good, so that by Christmas you are looking your best, feeling your best, you're present, you're confident, and you're not feeling like all overwhelmed and stressed out and like worried, are people judging me, are they looking at me, and you know, am I eating, oh my god, my food, like no, we're not going to do any of that. So let's dive in. Of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them below. I will open up the mini training after to just like a general coaching Q&A. So if you need help on anything in your health, fitness, and weight loss journey, again, just post it down in the comments below and I will answer it, because I feel like I haven't done a Q&A in a while. So I'm very excited. And of course, if you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley. I'm a certified women's weight loss specialist, nutrition coach, and personal trainer girl. And my whole shtick is helping busy women shed fat and tone up and build confidence while eating more and working out less. That's on period. Okay. So today's mini training again is going to be all about building confidence, because the holidays again can be very stressful. There's a lot of go. Work deadlines are ramping up. You're traveling a lot. Friends, you're seeing friends and family. You have all these events. So again, I want you feeling super confident in your body and your relationship with food and your career. Like I want you feeling and looking good all around while this year comes out to a close so freaking fast, by the way. Like I literally have not even started Christmas shopping yet. We need to get on that, but that's a conversation for another time. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about your body, okay? I want you to feel so good and confident on the outside. So obviously, like, be on your workout routine, okay? Be on your workout grind, obviously. Moving your body is going to help you sweat and get all these detoxing and get all the chemicals out and any excess sodium or alcohol and whatever that might be lingering around from Thanksgiving. And just working out in whatever way that feels good for you and that you can stay consistent with. 30 minutes a day would be great, 3 to 5 times a week, whatever works for your schedule. You're going to feel so good. Your body is going to change so much, and maybe not in 2 weeks. I was thinking like long term. In 2 weeks, your body will react to it and you won't be so bloated. So again, if you're holding on to any inflammation or bloating from Thanksgiving, then definitely make sure you hit your workouts up this next couple weeks, because you need to sweat, you need to move your body, and that is going to obviously make you feel so good when you slip into your little Christmas number. If you're wearing a dress or if you're wearing pants or whatever, like you're going to slip into them and you're going to feel good, and that's going to make you feel even fucking hotter on Thanksgiving, as you should. Okay, but I also mean like physical appearance. Again, I just feel like, I don't know if you live somewhere cold, but it's cold AF here in Michigan, and I haven't had a Michigan winter, in like 2.5 years, and I feel like the winter uglies are trying to creep in at me, bitch, and I'm like, no. So that's why I went and got my hair done yesterday, because I'm like, I will not be falling for the winter uglies, okay? So to counteract that, girl, you need to be on your self-care grind, okay? You got holidays coming up. You got events coming up. This is a busy season, so get right. And I feel like when we have so much going on in this last quarter of the year, health, wellness, and self-care gets put beyond the back burner, honey. She is like gone. But me personally, I am on my self-care grind more than ever before, and it feels so good. And really what I'm sharing like today and with you right now are things that I've been doing, and it's made such a big difference. So self-care, let's talk about self-care. What do I mean? Girl, take a bath, okay? Take a bath, exfoliate your skin, use a body scrub, right? Lotion and oil after your shower every day or every other day, okay? Again, especially if you live somewhere cold, you do not want to put on your Christmas dress and see your legs ashy as fuck, okay? Put on lotion, put on some oil, lather up. It's gonna make you feel so good. And the self-care stuff, like, yes, you will glow, you'll be glowing and you'll be radiant, but you will look so much different, and you will also feel so much different because you have been setting aside time for yourself. And one of the main things that I hear from clients on discovery calls is that they feel guilty, like, putting time away for themselves. So do your self-care. Okay, so what else? We're going to meditate. Okay, meditation, calm that brain. Okay, get calm, get clear, get grounded. Do your nails. Okay, do your nails. It is a small thing that makes you feel so much more put together. Do a face mask, right? Like, put on those eye patches. Do these little self-care things that maybe give yourself a pedicure. Okay? Don't let those toes get ratchet. Again, it's these little things that, like, it's easy to overlook. It's easy to put it off. Like, oh, I need to do my nails. Oh, I need to do this. I haven't done a face mask in a while. I haven't gotten a facial. I haven't gotten a massage, whatever. But when you do it, again, you glow. You literally glow from the inside out. And again, on Christmas, I want you feeling so fucking confident in your body and how you look and how you feel. Okay? So body self-care, number one. You got to ramp up your self-care. Okay? Do all those girly things that make you feel good. And if I'm missing any, let me know in the comments. Or if you have any, like, things that you love doing for self-care, drop them in the comments. But those are, like, some of my favorite things I've been doing. The skincare routine, lotion and oil after every shower, meditating a lot. I don't like baths personally. They freak me the fuck out. But a lot of people like a good bubble bath, so do a bubble bath. Again, doing your nails. I've been doing my own nails. And then also exfoliating your skin. Again, use a body scrub. Like, be on your skincare routine and do not skimp out on your skin because it, again, will make such a big difference. Okay? Number two, let's talk about your body image. Again, I want you feeling good externally, feeling confident. I want you feeling good internally as well. We got to talk about that self-talk, sister. Because a little birdie told me that you have been nasty to yourself. You walk by the mirror and you're like, ugh, like, gross, I look disgusting, or I look bad, or you're pinching yourself and you're like, I look terrible in these jeans, my muffin top, blah, 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 blah. Like, you're mean as hell to yourself, and that is not okay. If you are not your biggest cheerleader, that needs to change right now, because that is a huge contributor to your just overall low self-confidence. Your mind needs to be a sanctuary, babe. It needs to be a safe space, because that is where you're hanging out all the time. And something that I think is super important is, again, watching that self-talk, whether it's about work stuff, whether it's about your body, whether it's about your skin, or whether it's about, like, your relationships, or, like, literally anything. It's okay to have thoughts come in, but just like you do in meditating, you want it to just pass. I don't want you to look in the mirror and say, I look bloated today, and turn that into a story of I'm X, Y, and Z, or, you know, make this thought turn into a story or, like, a truth about yourself. And it's so easy to do that. I hear you. I get it. It's a bad day. It's not a bad life. Be fucking nice to yourself, okay? So some things that have really helped me is listening to positive affirmations every day. So here's my morning routine. Really quick. I wake up. I immediately work out. Immediately. I do not do my skincare routine. I do not eat breakfast. I literally run out that door, because if I do not work out in the morning, it ain't happening. So you are going to, I come home after my workout and I make breakfast, okay? I'm also, keep in mind, I have not scrolled on Instagram, on TikTok, Facebook, nothing. I get up, go to the gym, come home, and then I listen to positive affirmations. I use an app right now called Superhuman. I've used a bunch of apps, like, in my self-care days, in my self-care journey, but right now I'm using Superhuman, and they have a ton of videos. It's crazy. But they have some, like, right now my favorite, I meant to post it on my story today, is, like, Lucky Girl affirmations. They have a lot of affirmations for, like, body positivity. You can find them on YouTube as well. You can find them, I'm sure, on TikTok, honestly. Like, you could find them anywhere. But listening to positive affirmations, especially before you actually start your day, before your brain really turns on for the day and you start thinking about all the shit you have to do in the day, it's really, really nice to have something good going in, because I feel like we have so much garbage going into our ears all the time, whether it is social media, TikTok, Instagram, junk, or it's being an adult, right? Or like, you know, clients or customers, or just work in general, like your colleagues or, you know, your kids, like just like the to-do list stacks higher and higher, and there's everyone needs your attention, and it's just like nice to have some you time. And again, like affirming, like reprogramming your brain. You're reprogramming your brain when you listen to affirmations, especially if you do it on a consistent basis. You are reprogramming your brain to be nice to yourself, to love yourself, to, you're literally changing your mindset. You're creating these new neural pathways, and it's so underrated. Do not sleep on affirmations, you guys. Again, you can find free ones on YouTube, like meditations on YouTube, like all kinds of stuff. Okay, so positive affirmations has been a huge pillar in my morning routine that's made such a massive difference in my mindset. Also journaling. So I do have a couple journals personally. I have like my deep dive journal. So I have my journal that I do, like, again, deeper gratitude lists. I do manifestations in here. I do anything that I'm learning in therapy or notes for therapy, like long form, heavier stuff goes in this cute little pink one that I got from Amazon. And then if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to do like a full deep dive, or maybe I'm just mentally not there, because you gotta be in a mood to do all this, right? I use my gratitude journal. It's super easy, and you just write down what you're grateful for, what would make today great, positive affirmations, and then it also has like a nighttime section where you write good things that happened to you today and things that you learned. So journal, okay? Journal. Again, it can be a deep dive if you have time for that, if you have space and capacity for that. It can also be a quick 5-minute shindig, okay? But stating your gratitude in the morning. Oh, my light died. Oh, sorry. We're gonna have to use my computer light. Let me crank her on up. It looks like it's like nighttime, spooky. Okay, so journal out what you're grateful for, and write positive affirmations about yourself, and how much you love yourself, and how much you love your life, and how much you love your body, and how proud of yourself that you are. Because think about it, like, I'm sure barely nobody, like if anyone tells you, it's probably like one person or two people, maybe your partner and your mom. We do not get enough positive affirmation throughout our day. And regardless, like, I don't want you relying on external validation from anyone. I don't want you relying on positive affirmation or validation from your friends, from your partner, from your mom, from your daddy. I don't care. You need to feel that confidence and that self-respect and that self-love within first, okay? So do your journaling. And also something that I love doing is writing a love letter to your body, actually. And I think it's so interesting, but it's almost like I want you to write like all the things you love about yourself. And these can be things that you're working on. Like if you are trying to lose like 20 pounds or whatever, like, I love my body so much because I have been able to lose 20 pounds and it has made me feel so good. Like you can incorporate your goals into it, but I want you to write a love letter to your body. It's so fun. I've done it before. I've also written like love letters to money, and I've written love letters to tons of stuff. It's like a really great exercise to do, but definitely do that as well. Okay, so number one, again, recapping, body, ramp up that self-care so that you are glowing and you look fucking amazing, and you show up on Christmas and people are like, oh my God, you look amazing. Like, what have you been doing lately? And then number two is self-image. Again, really improve that self-talk. Watch how you're talking to yourself, do your journaling, listen to affirmations, write a love letter to your body, like really get that self-talk right, because that impacts how you feel. And if you're not your biggest cheerleader, then no one else is going to, right? Okay. Third, confidence with your relationship with food. So again, like Christmas is a very food-driven holiday. We just had Thanksgiving. It is back to back, guys. You might be feeling like exhausted. You might be feeling like just burnt out a little bit, right? Like maybe Thanksgiving didn't go to plan. Maybe you ate more than you planned on, or maybe you felt guilty afterwards because you're still working on your relationship with food. I don't care. Maybe you got pressured by family. I don't care what it is. Christmas is a new opportunity. I want you to do things differently, and I want you to, again, feel so confident around your relationship with food. So right now, let's start implementing these things right now. Think of it as like a little challenge, okay? So I want you to track your food for like 3 or 5 days. If you're not tracking your calories right now and your protein, start now. Start tracking your food. There's no guilt, there's no shame, there's no anything. I want you to see how much you're eating, okay? Because what happens a lot is people don't eat much. They'll eat 1,000, 1,200 calories during the week. And then once the holidays come around, or again, weekends come around, they binge and go hard, and they eat like 3,000 calories because they've been restricting so much that by the time they have an opportunity to eat more, they do it, and then they feel like shit. So let's get ahead of the game and let's see how much are you actually eating right now. I have a free calorie calculator in my link in my bio on my website. If you're not sure how much you should be eating, that will tell you how much you should be eating. So I want you to compare and contrast, track for 3 to 5 days. Doesn't have to be super detailed. Like, you know, all your like, well, no, it does need to be super detailed, but I mean, like, I don't want you to get super caught up in what you're eating necessarily. Don't change the way that you're eating. Just look at how much you're eating, because I want to make sure, again, you're going into the holidays feeling nourished and eating the right amount. And then I want you to focus on having one planned treat per day. One planned treat. This goes back to the same thing. People restrict so much, and then when a holiday comes around, they go balls to the wall and they just completely binge because they think that they'll never get that stuff again. So again, I need you feeling good for the holidays. I need your relationship with food to be on point for the holidays. So we're tracking our food, and again, we are implementing one treat every single day up until Christmas. So this can be a cupcake, this could be a serving of chips, this could be a glass of wine. Like, I don't care what your 20% like treat is. I want you to have a treat every day and plan it into those food logs, right? So plan it and start incorporating that into your day-to-day lifestyle, so that again, by the time Christmas rolls around, you are not fiending for sugar and turn that one day into like, or that one meal rather, into a whole fucking binge, and that day potentially turns into an effort week and month and couple months, and we don't want that spiral to happen, okay? And then I also want you to make sure most of your meals are coming from home, okay? So again, I know the holidays, it's super busy for everyone. We are very limited on time. We're traveling a lot. There's a lot of events. I want you to hold strong, and I want you to make 2 out of your 3 main meals at home. So prep your breakfast, prep your lunch. If you want to get takeout for dinners, you know, a couple nights a week, whatever, but I want majority of the foods that you're eating to be whole, clean, nourishing foods and to come from your house. Okay, so get on your meal prep grind and make it fun. Okay, last but not least, your career, okay? So I want you to show up. Again, this is a very busy time for a lot of companies. All these really strict deadlines are coming up. It's the end of the quarter. It's just fucking chaos, and like everybody's literally so over it, but you still got to show up, right? So for the end of the year, career-wise, I know all my girls are very career-driven, all my clients. So again, I want you feeling really powerful and really present and very focused, okay? And very productive. So we're going to do intentional recovery on your body, okay? So I want you stretching, foam rolling, do some yoga, get a massage, and drink a lot of water. Because think about it, if you're sitting in a meeting, back to back to back to back meetings all the time, if you're sitting at a computer screen all day and your muscles are achy, your muscles are tight, you're going to be in pain and you're going to be distracted, okay? So also make sure your morning and nighttime routines are on point. Make sure they are priming you for success the next day. Do not stay up till 2 a.m. watching TikToks and then get up at 5, or, you know, go to bed later than you should be because you're watching TV or doing something unproductive. It's hard to put the screens down, I get it, but put an alarm on your phone and fucking get it done so you can wake up in the morning, okay? And then your morning routine, I want you to make sure that you are doing, again, gratitude in the morning. You have your breakfast prepped. Do not be afraid to prepare your breakfast in the morning. If you're one of those people that runs out the door, skiddly dilly runs out that door without eating breakfast, knock it off. We're not doing that anymore. No, we're not. So prep your breakfast, okay? And then again, set an alarm on your phone at night so that you are getting 8 hours of sleep a night, or at least 7 hours of sleep. I recommend magnesium before bed. Oh girl, my magnesium knocks me out like a freaking light, okay? Like I will not be tired, and then I just take the pills. I know some people have like the powder thing. I don't do that. I just take a pill because I've had it forever. So I just take the 2 magnesium pills. I go lay in bed. I am out like within 5 minutes. It's amazing. In the morning, make sure you drink water before you drink your coffee. Hydrate before you caffeinate, of course, because that's really going to impact your cortisol levels and your inflammation for the day. And what else? I think I covered all of that there. And again, yeah, prep your lunch too. If you are able to the night before, a lot of my clients prep like for the week on one day, but if you aren't doing that yet, I think a good start again is to just start preparing your breakfast or lunch the night before, especially for those people who don't love leftovers that much, so it's not like super soggy and like been sitting in the fridge for a while. If that kind of like freaks you out, again, you can prepare it fresh the next day. Okay, and then vitamins and supplements. So kind of bouncing back from that magnesium point, definitely take magnesium if you're not doing it already. It's going to help with muscle soreness. It's going to help with you feeling more relaxed and more grounded in your body. And again, it's really going to help with sleep if you take it before bed. But make sure you're also taking your multivitamins. And if you live somewhere cold, make sure you're taking that vitamin D, because that's going to impact your mood, right? That's going to impact your happiness. Take a probiotic. Take a probiotic. When's the last time you took a probiotic? Like, most of your serotonin and your immunity is made in your gut. So make sure you are taking a probiotic. Make sure you're taking your multivitamins, your vitamin D3. If you need fish oil, like, take your supplements. Again, especially in this last half of the year, the last quarter, it's getting cold, it's getting dark. We need to be on top of our self-care grind. You need to have all your nutrients. You need to be hydrated. You need to be well rested. You have so much on your plate, and there's so much going on and so much coming up. You need to be performing optimally, again, especially for this career point. That will make you feel so much more focused and, again, present and very productive. Okay. Also, I wrote down ashwagandha. I personally do not take this very often. I don't even have it, but it's sometimes in like products that I take, like greens, or like these little drinks that I get sometimes. So ashwagandha can be really helpful for stress management. And then also your electrolytes. Make sure you're taking electrolytes as well, especially if you're very active, because obviously you're sweating. And if you do the sauna at all, you need to replenish those electrolytes. Okay. So just to recap what we talked about today, your glow up guide for the holidays. Number 1 is to feel good on the outside, to glow, to feel so good and confident, sexy. Number 1, ramp up your self-care, okay? For your body or for your self-image rather, I want you to really work on that self-talk. So listen to those affirmations in the morning, do your journaling, write a love letter to your body. Number 3, for your relationship with food on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, start by focusing on balancing your plate now. Make sure you're nourished. Make sure you're eating the right amount of calories. So track your food for a couple days and compare it to my calorie calculator that you can get for free at the link in my bio. Make sure you're eating enough food, okay? And then have one treat every single day. Make sure you're planning in a treat every single day, because otherwise, again, you're going to get to Christmas and you're just going to binge again, okay? And then for career, number 4, make sure you're doing lots of recovery. Make sure you have solid morning and nighttime routines. Get to bed early, wake up early, and have your breakfast and lunch prepared so that you are not running out the door, then starving, and then you're sleepy by like 11 p.m. or you're or you're starving and you just can't focus at work, okay? And again, get on your supplements, get on your vitamins so that you are clear, you're present, and you are performing optimally, because we don't have time for slipping. We don't have time for slacking, okay? So I think I covered everything. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, if I will open it up to a general like coaching Q&A. So if you have, what time is it? We have a couple more minutes left. So if you have any questions, if you're running into any issues in your health and fitness or weight loss journey, maybe you've run into a plateau, if you need help with your calories or your protein or macros or literally anything. Like, this is just a general Q&A. If you have any questions or if you need help with anything, go ahead and pop them in the comments below. And again, we'll take these last couple minutes here and give you some free coaching. Hi, Kelly. How are you? I just saw your retreat post that got announced. That looks so fun. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Congratulations. It looks dope. And St. Pete is so gorgeous. So that's going to be so much fun. All right, guys. Any questions? Montana, what's up, girl? Past BBB client, love that for you. Tips on not relying on protein shakes for your daily total. So listen, I am food first, of course. I'm a food first girly. Obviously don't want you to have most of your protein intake coming from like a supplement, like a bar or a shake, but don't be afraid to use them. Okay, so if you're having one a day, is it like ideal? No, I will get to some tips in just a second, but I'm just saying don't be afraid to use those things. They are there to help you. And Montana, I'm not sure when the last time is that you reviewed your protein intake, but make sure that that's accurate, because as you lose weight, your protein intake will change a little bit. So protein shakes, again, are fine in moderation, one a day. If you're using protein powder, 1 scoop a day, like 1 serving a day, 1 protein bar a day. I would not go past 1 serving per day. But in terms of like whole foods, optimize your breakfast is number 1, because breakfast is the easiest way to get a ton of protein in. You can use eggs, you can use cottage cheese, you can use meats like breakfast sausage or turkey bacon or things like that. It's very, very, very easy to get protein in your breakfast. So make sure that you are optimizing your breakfast as much as you possibly can. Number 2 is to honestly just increase your portion sizes. I'm not sure, Montana, how much you're eating, but you're a BBB grad, so I'm sure your portions are fine. But I do want to point out that a lot of people will have 3 ounces of meat in their meals or 3 ounces of protein, and they're coming up short on their protein goal. You have to increase it. Okay, you got to eat more than 2-3 ounces of meat. You got to have maybe 4 ounces. Even if you're having like ground turkey or ground beef, you might need 3, 4, 5 ounces depending on what your protein goal is. So just increase your portion sizes. Also, sneak in protein into your snacks. So if you're having veggies for a snack, maybe instead of dipping it into ranch, maybe you can dip it into cottage cheese, or maybe you can add, I had a BBB client tell me, I'm not sure, Montana, if it was actually your round or another round, a client told me to add cottage cheese into your eggs, like scramble them together, and she said it was so good. So that's a really great tip too, but just add in protein into your snack. So beef jerky, turkey jerky, you know, what else? Cottage cheese, just Greek yogurts. I love Greek yogurts. You know, string cheese, like little cheese bites that you can bring with you. That's really easy as well. Again, you can add protein powder. If you make like some muffins or something, for example, you can throw protein powder in there, or get a protein bar. And that includes desserts as well. So if you have like a creamy, for example, it's very easy to make dessert with protein powder so that it actually tastes good. But yeah, I think that's it. Just mainly, like, I think the biggest thing that most people kind of slip up on is the portions. So make sure your portions are decent and hefty. She said I'm in a deficit right now, so I'm back to juggling, or maybe struggling. Yeah. So tell me, like, what your protein intake is right now, and how far are you from hitting that? Like, how many grams away are you from hitting your protein goal? Most of my clients like do not have that high of a protein goal, because it is hard to eat a lot of meat. And honestly, like I think our society does not really prioritize protein a lot. Like most people are very low in protein, especially women. We eat a lot of carbs and we eat a lot of fat, especially just due to all the processed foods out there now. So it's very hard to get a lot of protein in, but just mainly like making a few small switches really makes a big difference. And also just making sure that your meals are based around a protein, right? So you know this, but for anyone else watching, like make sure your meals are actually based around a protein. Like that is the first thing that you should be putting on your plate, especially for holidays, right? So like Christmas or Thanksgiving, when you're building your plate, protein and a veggie should be the first things on that plate, because obviously it's so easy to go for the carbs and the stuffings and whatever, but if you're not actually getting like your veggies and your protein in, then you're gonna feel like crap, and you're gonna be hungry like shortly after because of all the sugar and just carbs. It's just not gonna keep you full. Okay, so she said I'm going for 110 protein at 1700 calories. That's a great protein goal. That is not very high. I think that's very doable. Like I'm very close to that. I think I get protein acne from like a protein powder or just eating like protein in general. Oh my gosh, maybe you should DM me because I want to see like what you're eating actually, because I wonder what you're eating and how you're not hitting 110 grams or how short you are, because I have a similar protein goal, and I do personally supplement with a protein bar every day. I love the flavor of it. I'm in my Power Crunch era again. So I eat the, what is it? Like mint, I think it's like the mint chocolate, like Power Crunch bar right now. I am in my Power Crunch era. It does not have the best macros. It's got some like carbs. I forget how many calories is in it, but protein wise, it's fine. But anyways, so I eat, just for an example, Montana, for breakfast, I eat 2 eggs and 2 slices of turkey bacon. That's a hunk of protein, okay? That keeps me full for so long, and it's a really, really, again, good chunk of protein. For lunch, it kind of depends. I typically have 4 ounces or 4.5 ounces of chicken. Right now, I'm in my charcuterie era again, so I just build like a charcuterie plate. I typically have like a chicken sausage though. So I'll have 2 sausages, so that's around 30 grams of protein. Breakfast is over 30 grams of protein as well. And then for dinner, I have again anywhere from 4 to 5 ounces of meat, depending on whatever meat I'm eating at that time. Beef, turkey, chicken, like whatever. But typically it's 4 to 5 ounces. So and then the protein bar as well. So that gets me over my protein goal for the day. So again, maybe DM me, Montana, if you want some more support on it. Send me a food log, and I can give you some feedback, because I'm wondering where, how short you're coming up, and you might just need to increase your portions. Personally, she said, I think it's from whey. Ooh, I hate that. I'm so sorry. I wonder if maybe like, if you're getting it from like a protein powder, I wonder if switching to, depending on what you're putting it in, but maybe switching to a protein bar would help. And also if it's whey concentrate versus whey isolate, isolate's going to be more filtered, more processed, but it's more filtered, and it is like cleaner than concentrate. Concentrate is, I forget actually, like the chemical difference between the two. Isolate removes something. I think it's actually lactose that gets filtered into isolate. So look into that as well. Maybe your whey might be whey concentrate. Look into whey isolate if it's not. So great question though. Okay, any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Hopefully everyone's hitting their health and fitness goals this holiday season. And I know that, again, with the holidays coming up, it's going to be really crazy. So just remember, like, mindset above everything else. You got this. Keep going. And I am here for you if you guys need any help. If you have questions, my DMs are always open. I can't give like 100% personalized like recommendations, obviously, in terms of like macros or calories, but I can give you some help. That's what I'm here for, is to help you guys. So Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't see any more questions coming in, so I'm going to end the live here. Again, I have a free calorie calculator and a free Kick Your Plateau challenge on my website if you are looking for some more things to binge. On my blog, I also have a ton of other mini trainings and food audits that I've done as well that you can watch the replays of. And if you're interested in getting more support and accountability over the holiday season, or if you want to have something to look forward to in January and you want to sign up for some sort of coaching to have that accountability for the new year, you can go to the link in my bio as well and learn more about working with me through Bang and Body Blueprint, my group program, or one-on-one coaching. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I love you so much. Happy Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.